You know, growing up skinny fat, I genuinely thought it was impossible for me to get abs, for me to get that aesthetic physique. And if I'm being honest, I completely wasted nearly 3 years in the gym doing absolutely everything wrong. And the result of that was this. You know, I blamed my metabolism, I blamed my genetics, but there were only a few changes I had to implement. So in today's video, I'm going to run you through all my mistakes, the steps that got me from skinny fat to aesthetic, and the few changes I had to implement into my life that finally led to that lean aesthetic physique. I use these exact same steps with all of my clients, so this video is literally everything you need start to finish. So first of all, how can you tell if you are skinny fat? Take a look at yourself in the mirror right now. Do you have maybe a bit of chest fat and a bit of stubborn fat around your hips? You know, maybe a bit of gyno. Okay, if you do, you are in this category called skinny fat. And I know you are confused whether you should bulk or you should cut, because if you do bulk, you're worried you'll just get fatter, and if you cut, you're just worried that you'll be a skinnier, softer version of yourself. But before we get onto the diet, the training, and everything you probably want to hear, we need to discuss the most important part to all of this. And that is, of course, the mindset. Stay with me, because I genuinely thought this was all bullshit too. Like back in the day growing up, I always wanted a nice physique with abs. I would look up to these guys in movies, see all the attention they're getting from women. But the thing is, there was this limiting thing in my head. Like I genuinely thought it was impossible. I thought that I was just going to grow up and be just some fat guy for the rest of his life. You know, guys in school would just have that aesthetic, lean, athletic physique without even doing anything. And let me tell you, I probably had one of the worst starting points on the internet. I mean, look at that physique. That was my starting point. And a few years later, it got even worse, right? Let me tell you, if you are trying to change your life, enter a fat loss phase, and finally build that aesthetic physique you deserve, the thing you need to master first isn't the diet, it's not the training, it's that mindset. Once you break every single limiting belief and truly believe in yourself, it will absolutely happen. There was something inside that 15-year-old kid's head that said to him, he is going to make it one day and he's not going to quit. He knew he was going to develop an aesthetic physique, even if it takes a decade, even if it takes multiple years of trial and error and mistakes. He fell in love with the process. He enjoyed gym. He got his mind right, and therefore he could actually stick to the plan for a prolonged period of time. And that is the only reason why I have the physique I do today. Okay, if there's any insecurity that you have, maybe you're too fat, maybe you have a bit of gyno, okay, you need to use this to your advantage. Don't let it drag you down. For example, my gyno, right? I go into the gym on my chest days and push so unbelievably hard because I have this condition. I have this little setback. I stop treating these setbacks as reasons to hide away, and I start using these things for my fuel, for my energy, for my motivation. So whatever you are going through right now, you just got to reframe it. Any insecurity you may have, the next day when you go into the gym, remember that insecurity and push yourself to your limit. I'm going to put in 100% effort because I have these setbacks. Okay, and let me tell you, the moment I got lean, my life completely changed. My friendships got better. My relationships got better. I was getting attraction from women. All areas in your life improve, I can promise you. And I felt good for the first time in my life, in my own body. For the first time ever. And the two things that helped me the most with my mindset is meditation and journaling. Literally 5 minutes a day of meditation. It keeps your mind so calm. It makes you a better, deep down person who has control over their urges, who just sticks to the plan no matter what. And in journaling, you write down things you are grateful for and the guy who you want to become. Right, I know it may sound stupid, I know it may sound hippie or whatever, but trust me, if you are in a rut right now, if you are not seeing progress in all areas of your life, implement this and it will just completely change the way you think, the way you process emotions, and you will start becoming a super disciplined individual. This is by far the most important part, so please don't overlook this. Right, now the training. If you are doing powerlifting or power building, trying to get stronger in the gym, doing squat, bench and deadlift, trust me, that will not build you an aesthetic physique. I had to learn that the hard way. I wasted almost 3 years in the gym chasing that rubbish. Look, I even competed in powerlifting. I was so deep and big into it, but it just kept me so unbelievably fat. It was just like, it was an excuse to gain weight. But the most important thing when it comes to an aesthetic physique is just being lean, having a low amount of fat mass. You need to start going into the gym with an aesthetic purpose. And what I mean by that is you train the aesthetic muscles. So things like your side delt should be your number one priority. Your upper chest, your lats, your abs. Okay, you train for the V taper. The V taper is aesthetics. Okay, and if there's a weak point you want to target, just make it your shoulders. Make your shoulders your weak point for the rest of your life and treat them like they are the most important muscle you can build, because they are. And nothing will change your physique faster than just spamming lateral raises. Okay, starting skinny fat, your shoulders are probably your weak point. So spam them, okay? Lateral raises 3 to 4 times a week. Okay, literally don't overcomplicate anything. Run a upper lower split with a shoulders and arms day. Okay, and when going into the gym, there is no reps in reserve anymore. You do 2 sets, an exercise, and you train to complete failure. There is no half-assing it. So now the diet. This is more important than the training. First of all, step number 1 is to find your maintenance calories. Go onto my website, input your details, and you'll get a super accurate calorie maintenance. Okay, and if there's one thing I need to clear up, if you are skinny fat, you obviously have excess fat on your frame. That excess fat on your frame is aromatizing testosterone into estrogen, quite literally making every single situation, your gyno, fat storage, a whole lot worse, right? So do not bulk, okay? So step number 2 is get in a moderate calorie deficit. Okay, trust me, the leaner you are, the better your life will be. Lean is law. It always has been and it always will be. So if you're new to the gym, literally a 500 calorie deficit will be completely fine. If you've done a cut before and you are slightly advanced, we can run an aggressive cut. Okay, so just don't bulk. And step number 3 is whole foods only. The 80-20 rule is keeping you fat. The 80-20 rule is keeping you addicted to the modern day bullshit. There is no moderation. Okay, it's why you still crave junk food. And step number 4, and this is by far so important if you are skinny fat, is high volume eating. Okay, you need to go in on this. You need to give this 100%. High volume foods saved my life. High volume foods is the reason why I am shredded today. Okay, it will completely destroy all of your cravings. You'll actually be full, and pretty much what it is a high amount of food for a low amount of calorie. Things like zucchinis, squash, pumpkin, watermelon, blueberries, big salads, right? You can craft up these massive plates of food for such a low amount of calories. It literally makes being in a deficit 10 times easier. Okay, and step number 5 is to just keep it so unbelievably straightforward. All this bullshit in line telling you you need to eat raw liver. I've done it. I've tried it. It ruined my life for a long period of time. It made me fatter. It made me crave more bullshit food. Just stick to the simple things. Literally have 3 to 4 protein sources: chicken, lean beef, whey protein, and eggs. 3 to 4 carb sources: sweet potato, oats, rice, and fruit, right? And then your fats, they can be butter and beef tallow. Download the free grocery list down below as well and just follow that to a T. It will make it so much easier. It removes all food noise. You're not thinking about your next meal. You know what you are going to eat. You need to reframe it like food is fuel. The foods you are eating need to benefit your training sessions, need to benefit your life, right? And step number 6 is you need to track your food. Okay, look, as I said before, if you want outlier results in this world, you need to do things people aren't willing to do. 99.9% of people are not tracking this food, but look at 99.9% of people. They're fat, they're sad, they're depressed. So download MyFitnessPal. It literally takes 5 to 10 minutes out of your day to track your food and know your numbers. There is no excuse. Right, so that's the diet cleared up. Now we go on to the lifestyle. Okay, now steps. If you are a busy individual, I totally understand, but at least aim for like 5 to 10,000 steps a day. The more steps you do, the easier it will be to keep yourself in a calorie deficit and lose weight faster, right? The days I don't go for walks, for example, I didn't go for a walk yesterday and I'm so bloated, and I literally woke up today and I look like 3% body fat fatter. Steps are so unbelievably important. It gets your lymphatic system going, and just get outside, get in some vitamin D, appreciate the beautiful world God has given you. Okay, there's no need to slave away on the treadmill. There's no need to go and run runs all the time. They literally just keep it simple and get your steps in. Okay, and if there's one thing I need to say, right, I always get the common excuse of, oh, it's going to cost so much money to follow this diet, to sign up to the better gyms. No, it won't. The most important thing you can put your money towards is you, yourself, your life, your well-being, your fitness, your health, absolutely everything. Okay, so you need to treat your body like it's a business. Track everything, invest into it, invest into the high quality foods, into a good coach. I thought it was nonsense too, right? But the moment I started, buying new gym clothes, signing up to the better gyms, buying the higher quality food, I actually felt more motivated to stick to the plan. Invest in yourself, spend money on yourself. This is an absolutely massively underrated part, and you won't be skinny fat much longer if you just stay consistent. You need to stick to it. It may take a couple months, it may take a couple years, but at the end of the day, bro, time's gonna pass either way. So why not give it 100%? You'll start enjoying your life more. You'll start loving yourself more. You'll start loving other people more. You'll start being grateful once you actually have a purpose and goal in your life. But hear me out, brother, okay? When it comes to sticking to your goals and making sure you do not fall off again, even though you might have discipline, you just have no one to hold you accountable. So that's exactly what my one-to-one coaching is for. I build all of this exactly for you. So make sure to fill in the form down below if you are interested in one-to-one coaching, and let me get you from skinny fat to aesthetic. So just stay consistent. I love you, boys, and I'll see you in the next one.